finally happened. Black Widow got released. I did not think this movie was ever going to get released. This movie seemed to be in developmental hell for years now. This movie should have come out back in 2016 after Captain America Civil War based on the timeline, and when the movie takes place it would have made more sense there, but I'm just glad that we got to see this Black Widow standalone movie now. But if the film came out in 2006, we might not have gotten the stellar cast of Scarlett Johansson, Florence Pugh, David Harbour, OT, Flagbenle, Olga Kurylenko, Winstone, and Rachel Weisz. Each character stood out in their own way and had their own moments of that made them shine and made them likable, and you cared about each character and loved seeing each character on screen, at least for me. The movie did a great job of setting up Florence Pugh as the next badass woman to join the Avengers in the future, possibly, while David Harbour was used as a comic relief around this great action fights that were happening in the movie. Ray Winstone gives a great performance, but ultimately a forgettable villain, but played the role well for being a disgusting man who abuses women and takes advantage of them. It's very reminiscent of Harvey Weinstein, the level of despicableness and disgustingness of the two characters, the Harvey Weinstein in real life, and then this villain here who controlled the Red Room. The family dynamic, though, is really what drives this movie, as each character has a different and interesting relationship with the other family members. The characters were all well developed and given motivation towards what they were trying to accomplish. I thought Taskmaster was also very well developed, and I thought it was just going to be a forgettable villain, but ended up caring a lot for this character with the compelling story behind it. And I'm excited to see the next time Taskmaster appears and possibly returns as well. The movie has intense action, but is well paced throughout. It gives time for the audience to relax with a quiet family dinner scene, and then ramps up the action at the end of the movie as well, and kind of balances that perfectly. Cate Shortland does a great job of directing this movie with the action fight scenes and the choreography with them. I also have to say that it's a great work with the stunt team in this movie as well. In the beginning of the movie, a car hits a stunt team member, and I could not believe the fall they took. It looked so hard hitting and just looked like it hurt so much. Those hard hits just kept coming in the movie as well. Each fight scene was intense with great counters and great punches and kicks. The camera work was great as well. Could see all the action taking place. The issue I had though with the fighting and action was the characters looked too good after each action scene and each fight. None of the main characters had any scars from car crashes or broken bones. They all just fit perfectly back in place, just wiped the blood off, and they're perfectly ready to go, walking fine. This is after the big action fight scene and intensity that was just escalated up, and then just no repercussion of this. It made the movie too unbelievable. And these characters are normal people, and they can walk away from anything. Like a superhero, I know they are superheroes, but ultimately at their core, they're just normal people with who can break bones, who can get hurt, who can limp, but they're just walking fine after these fight scenes and not really out of breath at all. And that just bothered me a little bit in the movie. Another aspect I did like though was the use of color and music. The movie uses color of red to convey energy, danger, desire. The use of red is mixed with the color white, conveying rebirth and purity. The two colors blend well together and were visually appealing. I really liked the cover of the Nirvana song Smells Like Teen Spirit during the opening credits as well, and this meshed well with just the overall tone of the movie. And it was kind of like a slowed down acoustic version of the song, so it was more mellow, and then intensity ramps up at the end. And then the movie uses American Pie song as a way for the family to connect with each other. I thought this was a great song choice because of the iconic singable lyrics, and just it's a way to have a father and son connect, or father and daughter connect, and um, be interested in the same things and just sing along with each other. I thought it was very heartwarming to see this, and the song was used perfectly. A big problem I did have with the movie wasn't with the movie at all, actually, it was with the trailer. It gave away too much of the movie. This is why I don't watch trailers, because then I have expectations, and I know crucial story beats from the trailers. And I just want to go in fresh to these movies that I'm gonna see. Like, I'm not gonna not see Black Widow in theaters. I dislike the trailers so much, and it's just another example of why I and you should stay away from them ultimately, even though they're well done by very talented people. They're not something I want to see for a movie that I know I'm gonna see. Recently, it seemed that a ton of female-led, like, spy action movies have been made these days. There's Lucy, Atomic Blonde, Birds of Prey, Wonder Woman, and many more. It is a genre that is booming right now, and really good ones are getting made and some really bad ones as well. But I think Black Widow is one of the best, with great action, great characters. You want to root for it. I'm excited to see where Florence Pugh appears next in the MCU. Black Widow is a great, enjoyable time at the movies, and I give Black Widow a score of 84 out of 100. I encourage you all to go see this movie in theaters or watch it on Disney Plus as well with premium access. I hope this movie does make a lot of money at the box office so Marvel continues to make more grounded movies a part of the MCU. They do not deal with space, time, or futuristic tech, wild, absurd ideas. I really enjoyed the movie because of the reality based of the focus it had, and just the character development of it, and not the crazy things around them and spectacles and just big superhero like characters punching each other. This is a simple action movie that is very entertaining, and this is also a good close to the Black Widow character played by Scarlett Johansson.